Today we're making some functional 3D printed print in place tools. These are made by Flowalistic. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to give them a go yourself. And they're completely free to download, and I highly recommend you check them out. And up first we have the pliers, which print in two parts, and there's little tabs there, so you just connect it in and that's it, pretty much locks in. It can come back out, but for the most part it's pretty hard to do, and as such you've got very functional pliers. So these actually feel really quite good to use. Of course, quite flimsy compared to real pliers, but we will compare them later. And then we've got the adjustable wrench, and this one's the best one because of course it's one piece and that's it. There's a couple of pieces here that we need to remove. So what we're going to do is just actually use the pliers that we've already got. So this one, you just kind of give it a nice yank and it'll come out. Now the other two pieces are in there solid. If you try to pull them out, not going to have any luck with that. We need to do a couple of things. So first off, we need to just close this a little bit. And then once we do that, what we can then do is just pull that piece of plastic out without any issue whatsoever, as it will then be completely free. So perfect. And then if you open it back up, then we can take out the other piece. So we'll just do that now. And this allows us to take a big piece of plastic out that was being used for internal support as it printed. And then we'll be left with a fully functional 3D print. Now this is something I haven't really looked into much, is actually functional tools. I really need to make like a hammer, for instance, to use on my 3D prints when I'm trying to put stuff together in the future, because I really just use a metal one right now, which is not the wisest. But you can see here how this is fully adjustable, works like a real one, and yeah, pretty damn good. Very impressed with the mechanism, and I would say the grips as well. I actually really like the texture that they've gone with for that. They look really good. But yeah, both tools really cool. Definitely recommend these as a little attempt, and they are of course actually usable. You could definitely see yourself using these on all kinds of different stuff that you print off in the future, and especially these pliers. They're actually great because they're not going to mark up the plastic quite as much as what I would use as a metal one. And speaking of metal ones, let's do a little comparison. So you can see here with the plastic, very springy, definitely not the best for rigidity at all. If we bring in a metal one just to compare the amount of flex, there's almost nothing. Whereas with these ones, you really feel it, which means you're not going to be using this to do any significant, tough work. But for maybe fidgeting with a plastic piece that's not going in right or has got stuck or something like that, it might work out quite good. And then this is actually brilliant as well. Every so often I do end up printing off some like 3D printed nuts or stuff like that. And honestly, this might actually come in useful in the future for loosening and tightening stubborn nuts in the future. So major props to the original designer. They look amazing and they work great, and they were well worth printing off, and just a nice example of practical tools that you can print off on the 3D printer. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and like if you enjoyed this, and drop a comment if you think this was good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, I'll catch you next time.